Everybody, it's Steph from the High Moon Podcast. So we get it done on the road in Las Vegas against the Raiders. Am I impressed by this win? No. Am I happy we just got a win overall, just to keep up in our division with the Baltimore Ravens? Yes. Okay. Now, the offense is still stale, but today we ran the football very well. Okay. This is one of our best rushing games. Okay. We had 183 yards running the football. All right. Justin Fields ran the ball pretty well. He scored twice. Okay. Look, the Raiders are obviously going through some stuff right now. Obviously, with the whole Devontae Adams taking over, that whole energy in that locker room and everything is a big distraction for the team. And then we're going against Aiden O'Connell. Aiden O'Connell ain't bad. Him and Gardner Minshew. I don't really see too much of a drop off in terms of play. But we won the game as we should have. Okay, and I said this last week. I'm like, look, man, the talks of just kind of like Justin Fields or Russell Wilson, that's over and done with. I know Mike Tomlin is still not going to come out and say anything and be like, he's not going to definitively say he's QB1. But just from how the team has been playing, and we're 4-2, he's QB1. And look, our schedule hasn't been too brutal up until this point. Okay. The more I look at our schedule, you could make the argument that we could be 6-0 at this point, but we're not. Okay, we have a game against the Jets, all right, and then we have a game against the Giants after that. Okay, there's a possibility that we can go on to be, either 7-2 or 5-3 at worst. I definitely think that we're definitely going to win one of these two games, and that means that we're still above 500 and afloat, right? The season's not a complete disaster. I know people have projected us to finish last in the division and not even make the playoffs, and it's like, it's a Mike Tomlin coach team. That just doesn't happen, right? But people will learn. Now, as far as our play, like, we are a old school football team is how we're playing. Now, I am not liking Arthur Smith. I feel like Justin Fields is having his hands tied behind his back. I think that Arthur Smith is just nervous of how he was in Chicago, turning the ball over. Justin Fields, I believe he didn't have any turnovers. I'm not sure. I don't know if he had a lost fumble or anything like that. I don't think he did. He's been keeping the ball safe for the most part. We've been running the football and playing defense. Now, we run such an archaic offense right now. We're playing such an old school style of football. Okay, run the football and play defense. That's classic Steeler football mentality, old school mentality. And people have said, listen, in this day and age in NFL, you can't really, run your team like that. But it's worked so far, though. It really has. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not happy, and I don't think that's how we should be running our offense moving forward. But, people are saying, well, when you have a defense like we have, we're going to force you to play old school football. You know what I'm saying? The days of you just airing it out, listen, there's these high-flying teams that score a lot of points. When you play us, the game just gets very ugly. Now, will we win that game? No, but we're not going to get blown off the field. That's just not going to happen. Just by the nature of how our defense is played, and then the way we run the ball, even though we're eating up clock when we get the ball, it's going to be a close game. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that's just, when every time a team plays us, we muck the game up. It's just going to be ugly football. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. At some point you're going to need to air out that offense. But it hasn't been required. So I'm happy as a Steelers fan that we're just overall 4-2, and that, we have, in my opinion, a solidified QB1, even though Justin Fields and Russell Wilson is that whole talk still. There's still people out there on TV saying that they still want to see Russell Wilson in his office. I'm like, I'm okay. I'm good on Russell Wilson. I don't think we'd be 4-2 at this point with Russell Wilson. You know what I'm saying? And my last point about this is that, man, I think we're the weakest 4-2 team. We are the weakest 4-2 team. We are. But we have a hell of a defense, though, which is always going to put us in all these games, which is so unique. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy with 4-2. We're definitely the weakest 4-2 team out there. But that don't mean we can just be had easily. Our defense is going to keep us in the game. And if we get any kind of offense to go with that defense, we're always going to be a tough out. I'm cool with Justin Fields being a starting quarterback. Happy we took care of business. Not impressing the opponent, but just impressed that we got a win on the road. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this game, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.